Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your weekly update. Just trying to see, or I can say current energies update. Just kind of see, so whenever you do tap in to see what's going on, this is it. We had the full moon on yesterday, a lot of changes. We're moving into now another energies in which we are really purging, getting ready for Saturn to go direct. I seen that from Luna Ash. She stated and she stressed that we were really pretty much purging and getting rid of a lot of past lies or a lot of ancestral things, getting rid of. It's not just really pretty much as far as like past lives of like reincarnation and other lives that you're been experiencing prior before you had this life, but more so as far as like going through the spiritual DNA of how, you know, your ancestors pass on different energies through the DNA onto you, and how you got to kind of purge and kind of get rid of all those things. So it's been a really tiring process. Like I said, I've been purging for that. I've been purging for the DM. It's been just a lot of stuff. So I'm going to, after I'm finished with this, try to knock out 2 readings. I just, the Spirit told me to say don't overdo it, because this summer I was cranking it out, becoming a machine. And it's like, some was like, I could feel it like boing, 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 certain kind of different wheels kind of like popping and stuff going apart, like a car, and saying, what's going on here? Something ain't running right. Yeah, so it's like I had to kind of like rest. I pretty much knew when I went back into the school team, I couldn't perpetually keep that up. Like I was cranking out. Monday I was on, Wednesday I was on like clockwork, then the weekend I was on, Friday I was like 3 times, and I knew, I said, I ain't gonna be able to keep that up during when I get back into school, because then I start shifting the energies into that. And so just kind of really things. My next class, I want to make sure I pump that, is going to be, my last class was on abandonment issues. Very good. Make sure that if you are suffering from that or have experienced that, as far as in your inner child, need to heal those wounds, make sure you go back to that. That's in my playlist underneath healing inner child wounds. That is an area to make sure that you look at. My next one will be on attacks and judgment, which is good, which is dealing with violence. How that's either, even if your parent was violent towards you or you didn't, you grew up in a home that violence was experienced. I would say that with me is more so verbal. With my parents, a lot of verbal going back and forth, and then being verbally about some things of them dealing with the stress of that. Not dad so much. Dad didn't do too much, but mom, how she kind of handled, and then her mouth and verbalization, and that became kind of abusive. So that is a very good topic. I am so excited, and I am supporting one of my clients. She has a website. We've been going back and forth, make sure I had this. She has a website in which she is just now starting. She is specializing in also different abuses as well. And she is a professional as well in her background that is specializing in this. I want to make sure, because she gave me a lot of good stuff. So I will, when we do this on October, I think it's October the 7th, is my next class, which is going to be on attacks and judgment. She has a website called Pineapple Fish Life Coaching, which is good, helping to teach you about self-love. Kathy is wonderful, beautiful soul. She has all different kinds of backgrounds. Look, like I was saying, she's cognitive behavior, and it was a lot of things. I was like, oh my God, she's doing everything I wanted to do. And she's certified as a life coach. Those things. So I'm not. She's not just somebody just popped up and just said she wants to do this spiritually. She's also has a background in it. So she's going to be my special guest in the Sunshine Lounge along with Jupiter 1111 being the moderator and the host of other moderators. But I thought it was good because a lot of times in my Sunshine Lounge, we get so much healing, so much bouncing off of ideas, purging, letting people know this is what I'm going through. And so many people that you can see that they rally around and it's like, okay, you know, my sister in the struggle, you know, well, this is what you need to do. I did the same thing so you don't feel alone. And I said it'd be great to throw in an expert, actual person that says, I specialize in this, I can walk you through this, I can counsel you, I can be a life coach. So we'll have Kathy. She's going to be on there as a special guest from Pineapple Life Coach. I want to say it right. Pineapple Fish Life Coaching .com. Check out her website and her services. So I told her that, you know, of course, this is what the community is about. If I don't specialize in that, helping people who are directly victims of violence, doesn't matter if somebody was physically violent to you or emotionally or abusive. Emotionally, what's the for abuses? And I know them too. It's physical, emotional, verbal, and then it's also, and that's funny that we're doing this. It's great that it's happening because I'm doing this even for my organization. Then it's financial abusive. Those people who will hold off on others, like if you were married and you had somebody else and they're like the breadwinner and you literally depend on them to financially give you things and they withhold that. It's like, nah, you ain't getting no money yet, you know, you got to come ask me. You're like, seriously, I got to come ask you for like, you know, like stuff that's like embarrassing, you know, things like that. I could go into the gamut how nasty it can get, like, you know, about this, the essentials that I need, you know, I got to ask you for money. And so like, yeah, they were like, yeah, because it's a power struggle. And so that those are the different forms of abuse. And we'll talk about that on October. So right now we're still dealing with the abandonment and how we're exercising and working with that. That's why I do it per month, so we can really, instead of me going bang bang, next topic, next weekend, next topic. I think it's best spiritual spirit and God, my guides have led me to give you some time to process, go and do the work, go do the workbook, go on divineunisols11.co and go get the workbook and over, or this, if you can't afford it, to go on the video and play that over and over again to you, because this is a daily process. Even with me dealing with it's daily. Also with the video that I put out last, or I thought I said at 5:35, that's good. Video that I had did last in regards to the ego versus psychology and all those stuff, that channel message, that make sure that you look at that. That's very poignant with the things and information that I was giving through me. I had been channeling. I wrote down all the information that was told me. They said they wanted me to talk to you about this, and I made sure that I touched upon that. And so I probably will, a lot of times I might not be coming down here into my office to do a lot of channeling things. Maybe if spirit tells me I'm kind of moving away a little bit from doing the cards, and it'll go back and forth, whatever spirit tells me to. But I've seen a couple of times it's like, I want to talk now, I got a message now, and then I was like, well, I got to go down to the office. And so last time it's just like, no, stop, I told you to tell them about the message I have for them. And then I just stopped and did it upstairs in another part of the house. And I was like, well, let me just talk now to them and follow suit, because it had canceled all my plans. Divine Sunshine was ready to go out there to listen to, where was I going? I was going to the Shed Aquarium. That's interesting. I told you even on that, and then Luna Ash talked about that. I said, I feel something about like the sea. I said, that's why I went and got my nails like the sea, Ariel or something. Again, you're going to feel, maybe I feel that also, some pull about the sea. She's talking about the dolphins and the whales. That's funny, in my classroom we talk about dolphins and whales in an article. And I felt very drawn. I feel very drawn to the sea, like everything that's sea nature. I can hear April Williams say, yes, I told you Yami is also your god of the sea and stuff. So I really feel that pull now. So we might feel, a lot of us feel a lot of those things, maybe Atlantis, or feelings just about like Neptune, that kind of feeling of those essence of that divinity and spirits and gods and those things we kind of pretty much tied to it. I think so. We might be like more drawn to dolphins than ever before, or the finding out about like, oh, I just want to go to the aquarium for no reason, you know. So that's pretty much what we'll be drawn to here lately. And I felt that coming through. And that's why, like I said, I went and got my nails like that. I said, I feel kind of sea-ish theme, you know, like Ariel, you know, under the sea. Right, so those kind of things. Into the reading. So this week is very interesting as far as the energies. I already pulled a card so I can kind of hurry up and go through this. Because like I said, I want to do two. I don't want to do too hurry because a lot of times when I do hurry, sometimes y'all get thumbs down because it's like, you rest still, you put your own divine sunshine spin on it and stuff. I'm so glad to see Sophia Charles talked about that, you know, the putting the thumbs down and all that kind of stuff. That ain't nothing, you know. It used to hurt me at first, but then after a while, I say, you know, that's kind of coming back on you, because everything I say or any other reader say, you're not going 100%. You know, it may resonate with you. It may not. It might be 100%. You like, I'm on board with it. I won't say some things that might you agree with or disagree, and you gotta learn how to agree or disagree, because it's other 15 or 20 or 130 likes up there that's saying thumbs up. There's some of them saying, well, it resonates with me. So you kind of got to get into the habit of understanding that, you know, just putting your thumbs down. You know, what are you doing? It's just like, am I doing it for ego base? It's like, I could have did it better. You know, I could do them cards. That ain't what I read in the cards. Or are you doing it thumbs down because you like, I seen you better, because you could improve? Or is it that you just got to really kind of think about it? To me, it's like, I feel like Grandma said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say it at all. Just keep it to yourself, keep on rolling, and say a prayer to that psychic, or to that reader, and say, you know, I pray that some kind of way it'll be some improvement, some advancement in your thinking, in the way you read the cards. Something about it didn't resonate for me. Maybe your energies was a little off, but at the same time, I'm going to pray for you for improvement and advancement in your gift. And that's it, and keep it moving. You ain't got to add nothing else on there, put a down thing, because all you're doing is karmically building something else for yourself. So, you know, that part. I just felt like I had to address that. I'm in agreement with that as well, what she has stated there. That's always what we're saying down. What does that do? Like Jupiter 11:11 says, she said, well, you know, when you do that, all you do is just pump mouth stuff. So more people see me on their feed, on the time feed that comes up for you, YouTube. So, you know, that ain't hurting nobody. That's really hurting. That nobody got hurt in the process. Like I say, ain't no love lost. It really ain't on that part. Moving on. Peace and love. Let me become like my shirt. Moving on. So this week's energies, what we're moving into, is 2 of 5. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward, which is true. I see 2 males. I think to me it looks like to be in our energies as far as us thinking, even in the masculine side and even in the divine feminine side. We are getting to the point in which we are already hunters, I see here. So they look like warriors for the way in which we think. And those ways in which we think, that does not help us, propel us to come truly into our true identity as to who we are. Okay, so that's what we're saying. This week we really come in our energies and our focus, because that's when I pulled that card. I said, what is our energy and our focus that we're looking for as far as events this week, which is to really see us as far as coming into our own new partnerships, not even just new partnerships with ourselves, coming into union, but also in coming into with our DMs or our DFs or in the world. We'll find ourselves seeing, like with me, I found myself that saying on my organization, for me to be a chairperson, I'm going to be submitting my letter of resignation, because at this point I feel that where I'm going, that is other energies that right now I feel like I'm not ready or wanting to continue to deal with those energies. And I think that we have learned everything that I can at this point. I just want to kind of put it to the side and say I no longer want to hold that position, because I really want to start concentrating on my mission and purpose. And I just, like I told mine the other day when we talked, I thank God, because the organization and me being in that leadership role helped me to be able to be the leader that I am, being very organized, helped me to be a stepping stone to even be able to do this channel, all those things, and it helped. And so it's like a person, like I feel like I'm growing wings, and like a little birdie that say, I kind of want to grow the coop, blow the coop now. I kind of just want to fly and kind of see on my own without that, because what that was a training wheel, a stepping stone, and for me, for my next step. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling when we talk about partnerships and continue to move forward. I think that me being in that position, I would stay stagnated. It's the same energies. I see it's kind of going over the same mistakes, same things being presented, and it feels like it's continuous loops of going on a hamster wheel, which I'm not willing to keep on continuously go on. If it's something new, I would like to learn new lessons, and I think that's where we all are at this moment, which is that we're saying, okay, new partnership, let's bring some new energy, some new air, breathe some newness into some things. And so the two things as far as our objective for this week we have is play, self-reflection. So play, so they gave several activities to do in order to be playful, to remember to be playful. So self-reflection. So you need to start off with really finding things to just self-reflect. I did in the community tab. I wrote in there. This is a very good journal that I'm working with. It's called Renewed. Every night you're supposed to take a page or 2 pages. I usually do, and I write down everything before I go to sleep, because they're saying subconsciously it works with you, and the next day you do feel refreshed. It's like, oh my God, I get so many aha moments or aha towers from doing that, because the whole book is supposed to help you with forgiveness. Go to my community tab and see that. So a lot of self-reflection. So I would say do a lot of journaling this week if you can. Work on, in order for you to play too, to be playful, which to me playful means to be more light, is to work on developing deeper relationships with yourself, deeper relationships with your DM, DF, deeper relationships with the people around you. Build those group connections. I think right now, as much as what's all going on, and I see as a reflection in my life, and to me, I feel like I am one that kind of goes before like a way shore, and it kind of brings it back and say, okay, now this is what happens to me. Because sometimes I see a lot of things happen way before with me than it does to the collective, or we're happening at the same time. So I come back and I tell you, like I say, this is experiential channel. That means I experience it, I share it, so that if any of you all are going through the same thing, you're like, oh my God, she's speaking my life. She's giving me life right now, because I thought I was the only one, and you found out, oh no, it's somebody else that's out there. Same thing. So you grow those group connections. So now this week I'm really working on, like, if my clients call me or whatever, and it's just out of blue and they're talking, I'm really working on that deeper connection and these group connections. How can we build upon that synergy and building off of each other with that? It was saying invite, be present, be open, accepting, non-judgmental, and smile. It went on this one. So play, stop, because that's where it landed on. So okay, so next one, you have dream. Okay, it could be with that, but okay, dream. If money was not an issue, how would you spend your time? Interesting. Okay, it keeps hollering at me, say fork in the road. Go back and say, no, it don't matter if you fame on it. The card is the card, because this don't have no backside on this one. Okay, so also, second thing, objective. So there's 3 things we got to for this week. Deal with your partnership. How are you partnering with yourself, your divine counterpart, and others that maybe at work, or you got like some kind of business partner. The theme is partnerships, and it says, I see why you hollered at me. Say, did you see that this card said the theme this week was partnership, and you flipped it around and said, nah, you ain't gonna do it? See, so again, so you got to be with your partner this week. You got to be in and to invite them in. So some things that they're talking about is be present in the relationship. Don't think about what happened in the past. Don't think about what's happening in the future. Think and live in the now. Be accepting, non-judgmental. So if your divine counterpart comes to you this week out of the blue, be very open to them, about that. Don't be judgmental like, where you been and how long this been here and how long you gonna stay. Okay, see, and then you're going back into the past, or how long this ain't gonna last long now. Where this going on to. Okay, now you in the fast forward and propelled into the future. Smiling is another form of love and expression. It's something easy it doesn't hurt for you to do. A lot of times it's very something of that's, like I say, is inviting. It's something in which when people see, they automatically feel the need that they have to return it, unless they really got some really inner childhood wounds, something wrong with them that they got to deal with. A lot of times they do not. Some people have not been, but rarely have I seen somebody don't return my smile, unless it's just something like they say, I just didn't see it, or that. So that's pretty much automatically, and it makes people's day. Listen to your partner, acknowledge them. Avoid interjecting with your own story advice. So this week, make sure that when you with your partners, any form, whether it's divine or not, you are taking time to acknowledge them. Don't listen with a purpose to interject. Oh, let me put my 2 cents in, or listen with a purpose to also to win your counterpoint. Like, okay, I'm listening. Okay, so next time when he be quiet, I'm going to say this, because I got something for you. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, he finished, blah, 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 blah. That's not what we're working on, okay? And then support. Connect with your heart. Ask open-ended questions to explore. So this one seems like it's okay. This week it's a lot of heart chakra. I've seen Luna Ash talked about that. A lot of opening of the heart starting now. She was saying definitely from September the 18th all the way until what the solstice coming back around again, was it the 28th? And I felt that again before I got on here, and I was getting myself prepared and ready, and I said I gotta go meditate before I came on that. The song came up there again. September, remember. So September, dancing the night away. Ba, 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 yeah. Dancing in September. So that came back again. So again, September the 21st is going to be, 21st is truth. 21 represents truth. So we're starting opening up into that. Something's going on, and if it doesn't, it'd be darned that it doesn't, because it seems like from what Luna Ash is saying, that some kind of is cooking and opening up, and it's going to happen to occur around there. That's why we all have those of us saying about that September. The song is because the celestial and the energies in the universe are building. They're really almost making it like it to be able to, energies wise, to be able to manifest for this occurrence or this event to happen. Now, if it don't happen, that's because some kind of way you just really off. You done went and blockade that off through your thinking, through your manifesting, through your beliefs. But otherwise, that something as far as the truth should be, I hear you say, the truth shall set you free, okay? Should be bringing it up to the surface, okay? So that's it. So now going back to your dreams. If money was not an issue, how would you spend that? When I read that, that tells me again, it's going back to your mission and purpose. Still don't forget about what's happening, about what's going on as far as you talk about your partnerships and your play. That's you. All work and no play makes a dull boy don't want to stay. But my thing is, I don't know where that came from, but anyway, the dull person don't want to stay. Well, that's true. So you got to find a way to kind of like balance that out. It's really about this balance, because it's two of them, balancing this thinking. He got to balance, you got to balance, you got to be a warrior things and protect and defend what things you believe in. Think about your dreams, about things in which you want also in life that you don't have to spend money for, okay? And, things that are free, that makes you free, because it seems like that's where I'm free to do what I want in your time. So you be free in doing, I would say, give us free, like Amistad. So think about that. That's going to help you get in your mission and purpose. If you say, I still don't, say, well, what would I do if I just didn't have no issues, no bills, no that? And I guarantee you, it's going to come up. Blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. It's going to come uprooting out of you. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even know that by myself. Okay, so now let's look at what's happening with the divine feminine. I'm going to read all together on that side, and then I'll come on to divine masculine. So I've already pulled the cards for the divine feminine. Your thing in love is paying attention to the red flags. You're moving into that energy because it came into reverse. You still got to rely on your intuition. Your intuition, you're not really right. You're over exaggerating, or you're covering it, and you're not really getting down to the root of it with all this covering things. So you're still kind of covering yourself up with things, or over adorning yourself with extra things for the outside for them to see. And then your ancestors are working with you, kind of like, let's kind of remove some of these layers. Well, we see that with these energies that's coming in now, the energies will assist the ancestors doing this with you. Because you know right where you are. It's time to go. The time to go thing is for your path to go lead to a doorway of opportunity that you quite don't know where the path is exactly taking you, but you know exactly that you're going somewhere. And then you're going to leave a trail behind you so that the divine masculine can also find you. You also are moving into staying optimistic. That came in reverse about your love life. You know you're keeping your eyes on the prize. You know you have a lot of things to offer to the universe. Things are in blossoming and bloom. You've been working on doing the work. You're waiting for your harvest to kind of come in, especially with the harvest moon that is starting. You've got some more knowledge about some things, and you're really working on manifesting, starting from the crown chakra, working your way down all the way and starting to get rooted and grounded in it. And I see the manifestation chakra, you're according to this ribbon, is also being covered as well. So you've got to become, it keeps on saying you got to become statuesque, which means you got to be really stable and hard rock about that position that you're in, because if you're a statue, you stay in that position and you don't move. So you've got to get into that. Also, you have to stay optimistic because it's a wind of change coming on. And you've got to really be knowing, you have to know as far as what direction you're going, because right now the way it's going to seem very out of pocket. What it is, it's going to be out of the box. It's not going to be the norms of way you will move from point A to point B. And you've got to be steadfast and unmovable as far as where you are going. Some things that in which you are hiding at this point is fated to suffer. Okay, so right now things are not looking the way that you think they are behind the scenes. You're taking it as this way, maybe looking at the DM situation, and you're looking at him and saying, oh my God, it just looked like it's just doomed. I don't see no type of movement. I don't know what's going on. Like, this person's in the shadow, although they're offering something as an apple, but we don't know if this apple they're offering, is it something good or is it poison? We don't know in the DM in his situation, is this something good or is this something poisonous that's coming with us? Now, we know accordingly with the new energies that's coming in, things are not the way they seem, and we really should not be really bothered by what is going on with the DM presently, because we know that the union team is really hard at work trying to get these things together. Not trying, they are getting these things together with the DM. And so at the end of it, to you it might be saying, oh Lord, it's the classic Snow White and the evil witch is giving her a poisoned apple, because you used to seeing what's happening in the past, or what the universe or the world has programmed you to see, that automatically this is what's going on. But actually what you think is going on is what you see is what you get. What you see now is not what you get now, baby. So what you think is going on is not what's actually going on. So that's why it's very good, since this is all real to me about illusion. It's very good, but so okay. It's very much so that you just kind of like don't try to fill in the blanks, because you do not have you do not have all of the answers. So just let it go, because things, I guarantee you, is looking like this and you misconstruing what is actually going on. So that is why at this point, the life change that you need to start experiencing is retirement. You got to start retiring some of these old thoughts and these old beliefs and old programming, so that you can stop, working for the man, or working for these ideals and beliefs and philosophies that other people have came up with, that really are not in tune with yours. Okay, because you got to be able to open up, especially it's got this butterfly is orange, and he's inside this high heart chakra. Again, we're getting a lot of heart activities that's going on. And so in order for us to blossom and to transform, like I say, I feel like I was in the last video, I feel like I'm cocooning, and right now things are getting broken down so I can transform into this. The sacral is, again, how you interact and have, again, back to say about these partnerships. How do you build partnerships? Is it deep enough? Are you doing everything it is, like they say, to invite and listen and support these partnerships that are in play? And like I said, it don't have to be with your DM. Maybe you might find yourself partnership with other twin flames out there. You want to build some other kind of organization or something like that. Hey, who knows? Okay. Next thing you have to, right now, you have got to surrender. Things that's divine feminine, you got to surrender is surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. It's like what I said, it's the illusion. This is the story. You stay automatic, then looked at this and say, oh, this no white. That's not the story. Oh, he off again with the karmic again. That's not the story. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I think I said that one time in a video. You on Facebook seeing him in the three-party situation, and they looking like they saying cheese. They all hugged up. My DM right here, and this the karmic, and they all and they see he right there. They cheek to cheek. And when they get in the damn going house, you don't know, they slam the door. She go upstairs, he go downstairs in the basement, and it's like, we ain't together. When they get at home, it's like, fine. I'm going to my perspective corner, and she going to her perspective corner. We ain't like that at home. You don't know what the story is. I'm just cooking out. You just don't know what's going on. I know you don't know. It could be a business transaction. That's all it is. It's a business transaction. Period. That's going on. It's just like, we just here because I got a roof over my head and I don't want to let you have a house. So here, you go upstairs, I go downstairs, because I got to have some place to live. I don't feel like living and letting this go. And when they go out, they keep on keeping that whatever facade out for the public. Okay, so like I said, you don't know. You really cannot go. You drive yourself crazy. You just kind of really got to the point where you got to just kind of let it go. Say, let the powers that be, as I call it, which is the universe, God, the guides, the guardian angels, your messengers, all those things, or whoever you believe in, and let them just go ahead and take it. Your ancestors, surrender to your full power. Life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small, which is true. Again, going back to these dreams here. You're talking about also you coming into your own. You've got to come into that to your full power. You can't play it small to come into your own. So that's something that's got to change, okay? And then also we have here transience. Again, like I said, something is happening behind the scenes that you don't know what's going on. All you see is this, but all this energetically is going on. It's like we practicing our angel wings, making angels like in the snow. You don't know what's going on, with that. And so it's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes that you don't know. There's a lot of changes going on with you, Divine Feminine, that you don't even have a clue as to going. You can feel it, but you don't know specifically and pinpoint it as to, okay, why I feel tired, why I feel sick. Okay, I'm clearing ancestral ties. Oh, okay, interesting. Why I feel so angry. That's your DM. Oh, he's going through something over there, so it's coming out on your end. Oh, okay. So meanwhile, while you thinking, about the what's going on with your divine counterpart, you don't know what's actually going on with yourself. That's why I say you ain't got time to be, like you say, I ain't got no time to be paying attention to what's going on with your stuff in your backyard. I need to pay attention to what's going on in my own, because I got enough as is. Okay, if you really keep yourself busy by you doing your thing, you really ain't got time to be finding out what's going on and seeing what's going on with your DM. If you really doing the work and you really doing it like you're supposed to be honest. Okay, next thing, sacred sexuality. This is really being able to look at yourself and look at the act of sex in a different way. It's more so sacred. So if you're DM or whatever kind of situation there, you want to make the type of connection with them, understanding that that act is much deeper than what society says it is when it is between two twin flames. I'm not going to go any further than that. I talked about that. You can go over there on Sophia Charles things, Twin Flame Community, look and see what she talks about sexual. I talked about it on my channel, stating about the act of sexuality. Jupiter 1111 has touched upon it as well, as far as what it is. It's not the way how he is. It's like, ooh, just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's beyond that. When it comes between twin flames, it's about plugging in, getting some understanding, seeing where you are at energetically from the DM's point of view, and you kind of merging and swapping energies so you could be able to get a better understanding as to what's the next step that needs to happen. Sometimes after the act you do that, they find out, oh, separations come. You're not quite ready like I thought you were. You know, you put on a good act. I think we need to go back and still learn some more. We're not quite ready to kind of merge physically in that way. Or sometimes it ends up, yeah, we do the act and say, oh my God, you're ready. And maybe they might find and say, I ain't ready like she is. I got to step my game up. Then it's separation for them, and they go off their perspective corners and say, let me get this together. Or it could be also that you do the act and you're like, okay, we're ready for union in the physical. We already got union in the 50. Spiritually, we already connected. We came in. And a lot of us have felt our counterparts, especially divine feminists, been feeling here at this point where it's been more of a merging going on. I can feel that because now I've got to kind of temper. That's why I say I got to wait a second. I got to temper his, because some of the things like, that's DM. That ain't my personality. Okay, we merging, and it's been more here lately, a lot of times, because he'll come right on out and he'll say, he responded, it wasn't me that responded, and I was like, okay, we got to temper this, I'm feeling like a credible Hulk a little bit. We got to, my DM then became that, and then like, I'm like, no, back to me, no, you're not merging, it's divine sunshine, stop, don't merge yet, let me get you a little bit under control. Yeah, I'm not ready. Hold on a second. We got to find some balance. It's some good things that I like. I step back and say, you go on ahead and do like the Credible Hawkins show. And the DM appears. And it's like, okay, yeah, go on handle it, baby. Because I'm going to go back inside myself in the corner somewhere and let you go and press forth and handle that whole situation. Because you can handle it better than me. And then sometimes I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Come on back in here. No. See, you too much. You gonna hurt some people's feelings. You come from the masculine thing. They need some nurturing. It depends on it. Like in the classroom, I can see it say, come back in here. Hold on. They need to be nurtured. I don't need you to come forefront. Bring it on, really on back. So, like I said, I just feel kind of sometimes now with this merger, it feel like credit part like, oh, come back. Get back in here. Don't be up there merging just yet. So next one. Consider your foundation. I mean, you can merge, but I was like, let me kind of temper you. I don't mind this merging, but I got to learn how to kind of deal with these two different energies that's housed in. Okay, consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. This is what the divine feminine is saying to the divine masculine. Or maybe I should have waited. Wow. The divine feminine is saying to the divine masculine, the union of hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. So right now to be the divine feminine is kind of really pretty much saying that she's ready. I should have waited, but that's all right. Ready for the union. She is ready. I'm just talking about that. Bringing in. And then practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. This is what the divine feminine wants to say to the divine masculine. Yeah, because it's like, I feel it. They say I feel it. The divine feminine say I feel the union. I feel it. I know. And no matter how it's looking, I really want to almost say the divine master. I'm almost saying this to you, but okay, we'll take it all over. How I pull it with the whispers of love and saying, I'm gonna say this to you. I ain't even gonna say it to him. So my thing is, you gotta learn how to practice compassion. You got all these things that's happening behind the scenes that's going on that you don't know of, and so you gotta practice compassion because you gotta see things from a different perspective. You gotta understand union is here. Union is upon us. The union of hearts. We already have union. I know I did a video and said I was in between and not understanding that, but yes, spiritually we have union. What I'm looking for the next level is physical. Like I'm sharing every daily activity and practices as far as union, and that aspect is the next thing that I am looking for. Like we sharing the same house and the same roof. That's what I'm looking for as far as what we talk about spiritual union and the connection of our hearts. We already have that. We have that when we can feel them and know they doing X, Y, and Z, and like where you going, and we really want to tell, like, really, is that what we on? Oh, okay. You ain't even gonna say a word to me. I already felt and picked up what you did, or that part, or you at the point that you feel them and say, oh, I feel like he want to talk to me. I mean, that's union right there. Union of hearts. We got that connection, being able to talk to. We cut it off, or we might want to go away from it, but at the same time, we got that connection. So union, we got. Everybody got union. Sound like open. And you got union, and you got union, and you got union. We all got union. All y'all got keys to union. You're like, thank you, yay! All of us, okay? We got that. Where we want, and what we're saying is, yeah, I'm having a hard time. We're saying the bitter pill for us to swallow is that we're saying we want it physically. We got it spiritually. We got it love. And I'd say, like my DM tell me, well, isn't having it spiritually, ain't that really the real thing? Okay. So I looked at him and said, okay, you got me. That's more real than what we doing here on this earth plane in the physical and the 3D. That's the realness of it. So we have it. So I guess we want to experience like our Father, the prayer that as it is on earth as it is in heaven, like the rainbow. We want that kind of connection thing to happen as well. And so that's I'm still speaking on it. When we're talking about union hearts, we have it. Okay. The thing is when the train gets off the track is when we're talking about the physical union is what we got to work on, and we got to work on that, and we cannot have that. If you go back to the laws of physics, two things can't occupy the same space. That's OUT out. If we both, I was about to say if we both fucked up, but if we both effed up, we can't be up in this. It ain't gonna work. It's just not. I can't come with my baggage. You come with baggage. It's two things occupying the same space at the same time with the same energy. It just ain't gonna work. Okay, so that's why that stuff has to get cleared up. And I think about also, I thought about Dad before I got on here, and he was saying, this any kind of legacy that you could pass on to your viewers. And he told me I had permission to tell don't get to the point like he did. When he got it, it was too late. About what the journey is, what the real meaning of true love is, what it is that you've got to do as far as doing the work spiritually. Don't go on the other side like he is, and now he's righting wrongs and doing things and working on his end and trying to build this connection with Mom on where he's at on his level of ascension and trying to work with her in the 3D when it could have easily been reconciled, where he could have opened up his heart chakra, really had been open and receptive and told her about where he was and his feelings and not be scared, and made her also open up her heart chakra and talk and not to be scared. That's why they saying these new breeds of twins is coming in. They ain't gonna be like that. See, that's why I don't like to cut, because now I'm ready to really go back to channel, and I ain't gonna be doing no 2 hours on this. But my thing is that they're coming in new. I have a nephew that I can tell already he is I call him, I told him he was like my dad 2.0, but he's really 3.0, because I got to think about 3 generations. My mom and dad, they were one generation of twin flame. I'm the second. I'm 2.0 twin flame, and he's 3.0 that's coming up with that. And so my thing is, I can tell he's more receptive. He more gets it. I ain't got to beat over his head about what the concept is. He's like, okay. In comparison to my dad getting the concept about what's going on twin flame and how it's supposed to go and open up to being the spiritual and the love and the unconditional, compared to my DM and him understanding about it. He's a little bit more understanding. He went pink then. Okay, thank you. You got right. My DM, him doing it, he a little bit more receptive, but not as he's like, I know it, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Why am I doing this? I feel like I'm just being led into something else, but I'm willing, like I told my mom. Then you got my nephew, who's 3.0, who is like, okay, you told me, okay, how I get this started. See how the variances of it, and like they say, each one of them is these ones, they gonna run us over, because they ready to kind of go it and run it, and it ain't gonna be too many tower moments. I don't think gonna be with this new crew that's coming through here. I mean, it might be a couple. Of course, everybody got to learn by trial and error, but that goes back to the Bible where they're saying they're gonna be weak but wiser. So somewhere it is something they're gonna be weaker than what we are, just like them before us was weaker than we are, but we came wiser than my parents. And he's going to be wiser than me on some things. And so some things I tell him, and I say, okay, you eat off of what you think about this twin flame journey thing is, and what things you think there's not. Hey, you know, if it's your own things. Because first, number one, I got to think just like I'm parenting him in some ways. I want you to come up with your own ideas of it. I don't want to place my fears on you. So I just give him just a generality, try to be as non-biased as I can when I talk to him, so he can make the choices that he can. But I can tell through his essence that it is with him is that they ain't coming with them kind of them issues and them hang-ups that much. It's like they're going to be able to kind of shift through it, see their problems, see what things they got to fix and change, and then they off and running. Because they understand he already come in and already know. And I'm not sharing that with you because that's for him. But my thing is his mission and purpose. He already felt that and know what he got to do. Hell, it took 40, 30 years for it to click in for me. And I definitely know my parents ain't. Well, they did what they was called was with them it would be more be charitable. That's what's been pushed on that. Always your brother kind, you know, treat your brother as if your own, and you know, help out in the world the way you can, and be of service, be a servant, be a steward like my dad. That they understood that was pushed in them and ingrained in their time frame of periods, is to be a steward to the world. If you were spiritual and you was a Christian, that was, so they got that. They didn't know that was mission and purpose, but they got that if they ain't get nothing else until they got to the point they got too religious with it, and it went off the spokes went off the wheel. With that one, with us, we understand it. We always know about the community. You know, the Barack Obama. How can I help out in the world? Yes, we can. So here comes the next generation that talks about yes we can, and they're like, okay, I'm living off that spirit. Yes, we can. You know, you ain't got to tell me that twice. I got it. And I'm gone. Okay. I'm gonna stop it right here because I'm getting guided. I'm gonna leave these cards out with that until when I come down to do my second part. I'm gonna do the divine masculine. So I did the collective and the divine feminine, and then I'm gonna do that because I felt like you needed to have that channeled message. Another thing as well that's with this is that because I'm not rushing it and I'm not over pushing myself. That's one thing I say I'm not doing that. And you see that with all of the readers. We kind of getting to that point. It's like, we have to take a rest period. I was sent through my email, and I said, oh my God, you know how I like to take new words. Like I say, I didn't do TwinFlames, and I still use it because I understand that most people understand that better than me saying divine unisouls, which is still going on in derivative, that we're one soul with two bodies, but it's still like a unicycle, like a unicorn, which is one. We living off that one thing. The new word I had just found, and they send me daily new words, and I was like, aha, this is it, which is called size G, which is SY, that's the word, SYZYGY. And when I read it, I almost hit the floor because what it is stating that it is, listen to this, the word means the arrangement of three celestial bodies in a straight line. You know, that sounds like spirit, soul, and body, the Trinity, and a metaphorical alignment of two people, ideas, or events. So what we are, as far as this divine unisouls, we are looking for the size of G. The size of G is where we have alignment. So I would say it's like that not three party, but it's the three parts of energy, which is like it goes with the delta or the triangle, which is the feminine, divine masculine, and then there's God, the power of these. We're looking for the alignment of these three things together to come together, celestial, which would mean the divine bodies of us coming together. And again, metaphorical alignment of two people. Okay, so we are in union. We are waiting for the size of G as far as us getting into this physical in the 3D for the size of G to kick in where we're straight in alignment together. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's a piece we're missing. So the size of G is what we are looking for. Is also happening and occurring where we got this three here. Three things, the Trinity, the going on. Not even on, like they say, people or events with ourselves, spirit, soul, and body, alignment with ourselves, like I was talking about in my last video, but then also talking about alignment with also spiritually, us all coming together as well. Okay, the feminine, the masculine, and God together. Together they form that Trinity and that sacred triangle that we're talking about. Okay, so that's something to keep on. Tomorrow I will do the divine masculine. That's the overall energies for that. I will keep these. Oh, I got to take a picture of that. I got to take a picture because I'm going to need this for my next reading. And I will not have a clue as to what to say. Oh, God. What time is it? Oh, this is going on long. Okay, if I do that, I can't do my other things because I need these cards. This ain't like I got a second set of it. Oh, my God. Woo, and the divine masculine got a lot. A lot. Okay, divine feminine, you going. Go over here to your perspective corner. I'm going to put you over here. God, like a really... Ugh. Okie dokie. It can't shoot the thing. It's got to be out. I'm going to have to stop after this. I thought I was going to get some readings in. Oh. Okay, here we go. It is what it is. I have to follow suit on what they say. Okay, I miss my summers. Well, I'd like, did forget I could go all the way to 11 o'clock doing readings. Okay, so the Divine Masculine. Okay, how about this? I'm going to break and I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So I'll come back. So if those of you all that just want to hear the Divine Feminine, I will see you because I see the thing go to and I know when it does say, I can't hold off, keep on videotaping. So until next time, those of you all, the next video will be on the Divine. I should be like somebody, you find me on Vimo. I'm going to do the extended version of the Divine. No, I ain't going to do y'all like that. The extended version of what's going on with the Divine Master and Vimo. You could be there on for $11.11. No, I do it for free. I'll see you on the next part 2. So until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namako. Love you.